Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. My name is Elivaras, and welcome to What Went Wrong, a series where we take a look at some very close losses and determine, well, what went wrong. Oftentimes, you can learn a lot from observing your own or someone else's gameplay, including screw-ups that might seem minor at the time, but end up costing your team the match. Today, we're going to be looking at two very back-and-forth games on Poco that could have gone either way. So let's get right into it. Alright, so I'm going to be playing with randoms in both of these matches, and you can see here opening up with a Colt and a Bow on my team. So first mistake on our team's part is Colt just charging right into the center, into the waiting arms of a Terra, who he's going to get obliterated by and killed. So unfortunately now we're 3v2ing in the center, and I'm going to push up a bit. So this might seem a little questionable, but what I'm able to do, because Terra's focused on killing the Bow, is establish a little position behind this wall where it's hard, where their Rico can't hit me, it's hard for their Bow to hit me, and their Terra's out of ammo. So I'm able to establish center control here, and my team can re-push up here. We can see Terra and Ricochet both low, both go down, and then our Bow ended up taking out their Bow in the corner. So you can see the game starts off very, very well. But obviously, as this series is called What Went Wrong, something had to go wrong. And here's the next thing that goes wrong. I didn't start retreating early enough when I saw Terra had her super. If you see Terra with her super, you don't have super as Poco, and she's coming towards you, you should just get the heck out of there. Like, I was originally running away, and then I saw her going left, so I was like, oh, she's not using her super. And then immediately after, she went into the bushes and threw her super down, and I wasn't far enough away to start, so you can see I get pulled in right there and obliterated by a beautiful Rico super to chain up with that Terra super. Now, thankfully, that could have gone a lot more wrong, but our Bow managed to grab the gems there. But we have lost center control as a result of that, and Colt's going to make another mistake there, just dive in and get himself killed. So I'm going to take a lot of damage from Rico, which I should not have done. Should have done some better juking there, and as a result, I'm forced to use my heal prematurely where I can't benefit my teammates from it. And our Colt's going to go in and suicide again, get himself killed. So definitely a lot of stuff going wrong here. Now, this is a big point in the game, because if we kill Terra right now, Terra's done, we grab the gems, we're at countdown, retreat to base, done, game over. Now, big mistake on my part, I was not paying attention to earlier on in the match where Bow put his mines down. So as a result, I walk in and then get absolutely destroyed by his mines in a very critical moment where if I had paid attention to where his mines were, and as a result avoided them, I could have killed Terra, grabbed the gems, and that could have been it. That could have been game over. But because of that mistake of not paying attention and having the map awareness of where Bow's mines were and not paying attention to where he placed them down, that ended up costing us a potential victory. And see here, Terra low again, and I'm trying to take her out. We do have Bow in our back lines, though, and then Ricochet pushing forward. He gets a great super off here and ends up killing me using his star power, super bouncy, very well in that circumstance, but he does get immediately taken out by our team's Bow's mines. Terra getting close. Terra throwing down the super. I almost get killed by Bow's super again. But now they have 9 gems, they got 10, they're going for the countdown. So this is where our team has to make a push here. So I start charging up my super on the Bow, so that's going well so far. There's Terra steps out, though, which is a big mistake by their Terra, and we're going to come in and try and capitalize here. And I'm waiting for the right angle, throw my super down on my allies, and I've got 10 gems. But now their Rico's right here, and I know he's going to super, so I move backwards, but unfortunately I'm stuck in the enemy base. There's not much I can do here. Super isn't charged up. We do take care of the enemy Rico. I'm trying to juke around the Terra. Juke once, but she's able to take me out and grab all the gems again. But here's the difference here. Now it's 9-11. So it's possible that we can tie the game up. Problem is, Bow in the center, almost at no health, gets taken out by Rico. If I get there first and grab all the gems, it's possible that I can tie it back up. But problem is here, both my teammates died. I probably should have hung back just a little bit. I end up just getting supered right into Terra. I do manage to heal and manage to actually take out take out the Ricochet. So that risky maneuver ended up paying off. We take out Tara, who's holding all the gems, and now we've got all the gems, and I managed to juke out the Bo a bit, and I'm just trying to get back to base. Bo, I take a lot of damage from Bo. I have to retreat upwards because of the mines, and then Bo cuts in behind me. I should have gone, even though Bo was behind me, my Bo was right there. I should have gone down, but as a result, I end up getting caught up here. Our Bo dies, and then I come in here, and I kill Ricochet, but I don't have my super up. I finally get it up. I cast my super, and now here is the critical point in the game where I've got 15 gems. We're on countdown, but our Colt charges in, gets himself killed on the mines due to poor map awareness, and now I am trapped here trying my best to juke. I'm juking Tara, juking Bo, go around Tara. Tara misses, or no, Tara doesn't miss her cards. She kills me with her cards, and then our Bo goes and dies. So unfortunately, that is going to just about end the match as we need to kill 2 players, as one of them has 10 and the other is 14, and we're just not in range. So they've got low health now, but I just can't get close enough, fast enough, and we end up taking the L. So a super, super close match, but just a myriad of tiny mistakes causing the defeat. I think the biggest one there was just not enough map awareness on my team's part. In terms of where their Bo placed their mines. There was a critical moment right in the middle of the game where Tara had 6 gems, 100 health, and if I had known where Bo's mines were, if I was paying attention, I could have avoided the mines, gone around them, not died as a result, gone around them, killed the Tara, taken the gems, and our team could have got the victory. But unfortunately, no. I ended up getting killed by the mines. Their Tara made it away at no health, and the enemy team was able to regroup. Alongside that, right at the beginning of the game, huge Tara super. I should have been booking it as soon as I saw her coming out of spawn. Unfortunately, as she went left, I was like, oh, she's not going to use her super, and then charged back in, only to realize, uh-oh, she's going to use her super. And then by the time I was charging back out, I could not get far away fast enough and ended up getting taken out. So just small mistakes there that we can learn from. Whenever you're facing a Bo, you need map awareness. If you're playing with a team, if you're on voice chat, it's even better because you can call out, there are mines on the left side. Don't go to the left side. There are mines in center. Bo place mines behind us, stuff like that. And you need to remember where those are. Constantly keep it in the back of your mind so you don't get caught by surprise. Secondly, this should come as no surprise, but avoid, if a Tara has their super, Tara's super is one of the most game-changing supers in the game. It has the potential to completely swing a game on its head in like less than 5 seconds. So if you see a Tara with her super, you have to play ridiculously cautious. You want to spread out from your teammates. You don't want to get multiple people caught in a Tara super because that's even worse. If one person goes down, it's bad enough. 2 people go down, that's almost a game over there. Assuming you're not like right at the beginning of the game. But in that case, me and my teammate were too clumped up. I should have retreated earlier, and Tara was able to just throw the super down and completely swing the game and force us out of the center to loot. We were doing really well at that point, even though Bo collected the gems and managed to make it back towards our base. We lost control of the center, and it was hard for us to gain it back. So hopping in onto the second game, we see we have a Bo, a Poco, and a Shelly, I believe. So now I'm going to be hopping into the center, trying to establish some map control here. I'm doing a good job of juking enemy shots. You can see the enemy has a Poco as well, so that's going to be a bit annoying. I'm going to hide behind this rock here, see if I can just evade some damage, and I'm going to come in on Poco and get some good damage off on him to charge up my super. You can see we're in a bit of a peculiar situation. There's 3 of us here, Poco in the rear, and then we got Tara and Mortis up in their base. Now, all things considered, our team comp's actually pretty good against a Mortis, considering Mortis is going to have a hard... Poco can deal a lot of chip damage at Mortis, and Shelly is really good against Mortis, so don't even want to hop into Shelly as Mortis. But even then, their team's able to come out with some good plays here and take control of the center, and Mortis is able to blow up all our mines. So, just a point, if you're playing Bo, sometimes if you throw mines in the center, that's fine. But if the enemy team has a Mortis, you do have to realize that it's possible that the Mortis can just dash and dash back out and blow up all your mines, and you'll get no value out of them. So just something to be aware of there. You can see our Shelly with not the best super. She supered from like a mile away and hit basically no one. So I think it would have been really... That's a small mistake that could have swung the game in our favor if she had gotten closer when she used her super. But instead, she got like no damage off. It was probably because she was at low health. But even so, blowing a super... Like, I would have rather just not used the super at all, instead of using it and getting almost no effectiveness out on it. If she had killed someone with her super or got someone really low, we could have capitalized and really taken control of the center and taken control of the match. But unfortunately, she blew her super, and thus we didn't get much value out of it, and things stayed as they were. As you can see here, I'm trying to get both my allies in my super, and I end up healing them both up. Tara's going to be kind of dumb here and charge right into the center and get killed by all of us. So you can see we're going to get the countdown now. But unfortunately, big moment here. Bo's going to go and grab the gems and then immediately die. So a big thing I see all the time in Smash and Grab is if there's gems on the ground, like your team is going for it. If it's like 3 gems plus, like your team is suiciding, or like a lot of players just suicide in for the gems. They're like, I don't care. I'm a Ricochet. I've got 2,400 health at maxed. When I'm maxed, who cares? I am diving into that primo and grabbing those gems. And the answer is, or my comment on that is, don't. If you are the only one who should be getting gems is tanks in dire situations. You don't normally want a tank to get a gem because tanks are close range, and thus they can't really aggress very well, because if they die, then they'll lose all the gems. Mortis also shouldn't be getting gems unless you're in dire straits and you need someone to pick them up. But Barleys, Dynamites, Ricochets, anyone long-range squishy should not be diving in to get gems when there are enemy team members around. Our Bo was at low health. He charged right in to grab the gems and immediately got blown up by Poco. So it's better to just not have the gems, but instead... Yeah, it's better to just not have the gems, but instead lay down fire on the gems and punish the enemy team who's going for the gems. Punish the enemy team member who's going for the gems. Like, for example, if you're Barley and a bunch of gems drop on the ground, throw all your acid on the gems so that when an enemy team member goes to pick it up, they either take a lot of damage or are forced to retreat. So they're either forced to pull away from the gems, or they just or they die when they're trying to pick it up. You can see there, Mortis diving in. We're able to put a lot of pressure down and be able to get a nice heal out. Now, I should have hit Shelly with that heal, and that would have been a little more optimal for our team there. But now you can see we do secure the countdown. So this is probably the crucial moment in the match, and this is where the match is lost. And it's mostly due to a mistake by me. So Shelly gets a little bit aggressive. She doesn't pay attention to the fact that Mortis has not dashed in a while, thus he's got 3 dashes saved up. So she's like, oh, I'm just going to super this Mortis. Typically, against Mortis, especially if you're Shelly, is sometimes it can be hard to hit Mortis. You want to wait till he blows all his dashes and then super him, then hit him in the face and insta-kill him. But he thus only got hit by a small portion of her super and stayed almost at full health and is able to take Shelly down super low. Now, I've got my super up. What I should have done was used it right there, and I was like, uh-oh. Then 3 Poco shots come. And by the time I go to cast my super, it's too late. She's already dead. If I had cast my super earlier, she would have stayed alive, and their Poco would not have had enough ammo left to actually kill her. And as a result, Shelly dies. My super heals no one because I was at full health. Tara comes in, supports Poco, and they tie it up because of my dumb mistake. Because I decided that Shelly was not going to die, but Poco was coming into the base. I should have healed anyways. I should have known that Shelly was going to die. The lesson learned here is don't wait. Like, you don't need to wait for maximum value for your super. If there is a risk of your team dying and you losing the match as a result, if there is any risk of a high gem carrier dying, then you have to throw it out. Sometimes you got to lose a little bit of effectiveness to potentially save the game, because I was like, oh, maybe Shelly doesn't need it, but she was at 2,000 health. She could have used the heal anyways. So it would have been better for me to just use it and risk it not being as effective than not use it and risk losing the match. You can see they get 10 gems here, and now we just need to tie it up, and we start to take control, and we do manage to tie it up there. So now it's 10 to 10, but here Our bow's taking a lot of damage. I don't have super up yet. I'm going to get my super up, and I'm going to heal both of them. But unfortunately, the thing was there, I healed my team, but they healed theirs at the same time. Shelly blows her super at a no health Tara. Tara was at no health. Shelly blows her super. So, which could have really been in use here, because this is another small mistake where we could have actually won. But what Shelly did there was she blew her super on a no health Tara. And now, Mortis charges in. If Shelly supered now, Mortis would be done. He would have been gone ages ago. But instead, Mortis kills Shelly because Shelly didn't have a super left and not the ammo left to defend herself. And now it's just Bo trying his best to get in there, and there's nothing we can do. And unfortunately, that is going to be the defeat. So, another myriad of tiny mistakes. Biggest mistake by me was not healing Shelly when I should have. I was like, oh, Shelly might be able to live, and I'm going to save my super for a more critical moment. What I should have done was just thrown it out there and made sure, absolutely 100% certain, that she was going to live. So even if it's a risk, even if you might risk casting a not as effective super, better that than risk your team losing. As you can see there, a slight mistime in my super, and bam, game over. They take all the gems, they tie it up, and then we lose. And then there was a few blown ults by Shelly that also screwed us over. Mortis was coming into the base, but he had 3 dashes. Our Shelly was not taking into account how much mobility Mortis had when he has all his dashes up. So he was able to dash right through her. She blew her super, got almost nothing done on him. If we killed Mortis there, it's possible we could have won, as we'd have more ammo saved up and our team wouldn't have taken as much damage. But then right near the end there, when she blew her super, I don't remember actually what she blew it on. But she blew her super right at the end. I remember commenting on it, and unfortunately both of those occurrences, along with my missed time as on the heal, resulted in our defeat. So in both of these cases, some very, very, very close games that could have gone either way, but just a myriad of small mistakes that ended up costing us the game. So that's about going to wrap it up for the first and pilot episode of What Went Wrong. I hope you all enjoyed and learned a little bit as a result. Sorry I haven't been uploading recently. I like to stick to a 4-day release schedule, but unfortunately midterms just finished. So during that, amp up to midterm week, and then doing 1 midterm a day the whole week, and then finishing some stuff up on Friday and Saturday this weekend. It's been really busy for me, and I wasn't able to work on any videos. But now that I have a week off, reading week, it's blessed. So I can actually put some videos together again, and I'm hoping to play with some of my high trophy friends, and we can put out some more high trophy gameplay for you guys. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you learned a little bit as a result of this video. I would like to thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day.